Hey there everybody, sofaturtles back with another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This is against my man, Ike, Tyrfing, and as you see he's running a really nice and standard team. Bunch of big threats. I was pretty intimidated by this team. I mean, look at that, he has a freaking Garchomp, possible Mega Charizard Y or X, Conkeldurr, always scary with that knockoff, Alakazam with that Focus Sash. I really hate Focus Sash Alakazam, it's such a great revenge killer. Ferrothorn, the Great Wall, and Excadrill, just a little annoying mole. I'm running a pretty weird team. I mean, most of my team is like, it's just weird. I mean, it's mostly UU, except for, of course, Landorus and Rotom. That's probably the greatest defensive combo of all time right there. But anyway, let's dive into this battle real quick. So he's issuing that challenge though, and I lead with Manectric because I think that's my safest lead. I'm sure I could KO Excadrill with that nice flamethrower from Manectric. So I decide to Mega Evolve the first turn. I get that nice Intimidate. So pretty much this Conkeldurr will go at -1. So it's all good here. It's all good. He goes for the Mach Punch, of course, predicting my my Volt Switch. I personally think that he should have gone. He should have gone for like a Drain Punch or a knockoff. So I go for that nice Volt Switch. And here I decide to bring in my my Nidoking because I resist Drain Punch and all his stab moves, and I could threaten to kill him with Earth Power. So I was honestly not sure whether or not Poison resisted fighting. I honestly forgot. But I think it would have been wiser for me to just go for the Sludge Bomb. So he Mega Evolves here into Charizard Y, and Charizard Y is like beyond godlike. He's like fucking Smog from that Smog, whatever. How the fuck you want to pronounce his name, from that new Hobbit movie that came out a few months ago. And Sunlight turns harsh. He goes for the Solar Beam. I was expecting a Fire Blast. I thought this was gonna be the end of me. He goes for that nice Solar Beam, and it doesn't kill. It leaves me at 25% of health. I go for the Sludge Bomb. It takes him down to the same amount of health. So that's just, oh my goodness. Okay, so this Nidoking's holding a Life Orb, and he has Sheer Force, and he just did the same amount of damage as a Charizard with nothing except for its Mega Stone. That's amazing. So I go for the Flamethrower. To be honest, I was actually psyching him out this whole time. I was like, this battle was on my stream, and I was like, I don't have Flamethrower. What am I gonna do? I was like, psych. So here he brings in his Mamusado, his Charizard Y once again. Goes for another Solar Beam because that's his only 100% accurate move. He doesn't have the Air Slash on this one. All his moves are really risky. So next I switch in Emolga just because I can, and I really wanted to use it. I knew he was gonna switch out, so he brings in Tsukino, his Garchomp. So I go for the U-turn, knowing that he's probably gonna switch to one of his ground types. He has two, that Garchomp and his Excadrill. So You Are a Cutie gets hurt by that rough skin Rocky Helmet combo, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. At least I know that he's not Scarfed, so that means that I can outspeed him with a bunch of my Pokemon, such as Emolga outspeeds it actually. So I get that attack drop with Intimidate, and the Sunlight falls out. So it's bad for me because he can bring in Charizard Y and set up another 5 turns of Sunlight. So here he brings in his Excadrill with that Mold Breaker, not that it matters. It floats in the air with the Air Balloon, so I can't just spam Earthquake right here. I go for the Stealth Rocks, and he goes for, I think, a Rapid Spin, predicting my Stealth Rocks. So I'm just thinking, you want to play a game, huh? You want to play games? I went for the Hidden Power just to break that balloon. And he decides to go for the, what do you call this? I believe he went for the Rock Slide on the next turn. And yeah, he does. He does go for the Rock Slide. And it does garbage to me. I mean, it does like 10-15%. I go for another Stealth Rocks because I can. And he has to go for Rapid Spin. I want to take this thing out because Excadrill is a big threat to me. I mean, it pretty much, it will take out my Rotom if I let it stay in, because I'm not running max speed on my Rotom. I'm running only enough speed just to outspeed max speed Tyranitar. So he goes for the Rapid Spin. I go for the Earthquake just because I want to kill this thing. I probably should have just gone for another Stealth Rocks and then psyched him out whether or not I would go for it again. But either way, he would have to switch eventually, and I would have to attack him eventually. So I guess that was his best play. I get that nice lefties recovery once again, so I'm at like 80% of health. He brings back in Wamusato, and I decided it's probably best for me to sacrifice Landorus. So he goes for a solar beam, and of course it's gonna hit once again. I mean, look at all that. This animation is actually really beautiful. I mean, like this ball of light just glows above you, and then it attacks your opponent. But here I go for another hidden power, expecting either a not Dragonite, a Garchomp switch in or whatever. But I think it was best for me to just sack off Landorus right here. I don't need him anymore, except for, yeah, I just don't need him anymore. He went for Fire Blast, but I think he should have gone for another Solar Beam, just because 100% accuracy. So I get off that U-turn, expecting like a switch or whatever. I just went for it, and I go switching to Manectric. Now, because I know his Chomp isn't Scarfed, I'm not afraid to go for a Volt Switch or a Thunderbolt now. And even if it is, I'm gonna kill it with, well, no, wait, what am I saying? I'm gonna kill it with Hidden Power Ice, and it does a lot. Like, look at that, but it doesn't do enough to take out Garchomp. But it was a prediction, honestly. I mean, I knew he was gonna switch that thing in. So that Hidden Power switch in takes it out, and now he brings in Yukimi. I think that's his Alakazam. Now I have to switch out because this thing is most likely gonna be Sashed, which is the most common variant of Alakazam. I switch out, and next turn I decide to bring in OxyClean because it's my special wall. It's not gonna be hit too hard by him, but he uses Psyshock, which is a really excellent play by him because my Rotom W is not physically defensive. He goes for another Psyshock, so I'm like, it's okay. It's all okay. You put in some work there, Rotom. It's all good. It's all good. So here I bring in Jirachi. I have to go for the U-turn because he could either switch in Charizard, who will die on the next turn, and his Garchomp will die on the next turn. So I just go for the U-turn because I wasn't exactly sure what would happen if I went for the Iron Head and didn't kill. I was just paranoid about that. I don't know why. So after that nice U-turn, I bring in Emolga just to clean up a bit. He brings in Majiro, his Conkeldurr. And I think that's why I didn't go for Iron Head, because I thought he would switch in Conkeldurr or something, or that his Conkeldurr would be able to revenge me. But it's okay because Emolga just finishes that off with an Air Slash. Next he brings in Wamusato, and it's over. Emolga took out the steroid using Gym Addict, and he took out the fucking dragon. An electric flying squirrel took out a black fire-breathing dragon that can summon the sun at will. Just think about that for a second. So anyway, that was a good battle. Like, if you like this video, please like. I want to see some likes on this video, and please comment and subscribe. I'll probably have like another Wi-Fi battle up eventually. I want to get back to doing VGC Sundays, but I'm just not motivated to do so. I'm trying to come up with a new team, so we'll see when I do. Anyway, I have a bunch of showdown sessions coming up this week and the following weeks, so yeah, have fun. GG, Sofa Turtle out, peace.